Hi, welcome to Revive Ministries. Today, this month, where we will be commemorating the 100th episode. We're going to do it all month of March. I like the month of March, biasly, because that's my birthday month, but also Temika's too. But that's who's here today is Temika Jones. She's been here plenty of times as a guest, and I just want to say thank you for being a part of this little snippet of a 100th episode. Thank you, Temika, for joining us.
Thank you. Excited to be here again with you, Robert. Thank you.
Today, I always say this to everyone listening. If you are in the USA and you are in crisis, the number for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-273-8255. I do encourage you to find the resources wherever you're at around the world. And Temika, I got a few questions for you. If it's okay for you to ask, So the first question, it's a lot of the themes that we've been talking about. The first question is, how important is our connections in recovery?
Connections are very important. As we learned, first say, speaking from a peer support specialist, family caregiver, connections are important not only for those that are in recovery, but for those family members and for those that are supporting individuals as well. It's not too many things that we can do alone. And so being able to look at things from a teamwork approach and be able to utilize.
It's okay. Life is best lived shared. Right?
Yes,
Isn't it
life is best lived shared. And I'd say that as I share my home that is a school and work and everything right now in life.
That's awesome.
But speaking, like I say, on connections, very important that we lean on others to get to the goals that we're looking for.
And I have another question, lightning round, I guess. Why is gratitude and healing so essential? Why is it good to be grateful?
Gratitude and humility are very important because that's where our lessons come from. Often when we're talking, we're not listening. And it's really important that we thank those and are grateful for those that go down the journeys with us. As we know in twists and turns and recovery and just in living life, that we never know what's around that next corner. And so being grateful for the lessons, not looking at it as failures, but looking at it simply as lessons and experience it. It does help with the healing effect. Being able to know that what the chapters, that it's paths that we're traveling, that nothing lasts forever.
I do. I like that. And also the idea is that I never seen in any group that there's much healing when all we talk about is what we don't have. It never really works that way. And the third, not the last, but the third one, there's one more left, but what lessons did you learn in 2020 that you like to share? We've been talking about COVID-19 and 2020 for a while, but what lessons do you want to hold on to?
I think you made it evident. The lesson that I've learned is grace. Having grace not only with myself, but with others. And just like when you told me, hey, it's okay. Because, here I was about to panic. Oh, my gosh. But being able to just have that grace with everyone, prior to the pandemic, it was this time to where work could be seen as an uptight place. You weren't supposed to have dogs and kids in the background when it was meetings. And now it's like everyone actually, let me see your dog, the whole meeting. And so definitely the lesson that I've learned is just having grace with myself to know that it's okay. And having grace with others because we're all fighting small battles that none of us know about. And so just having grace for others.
Yeah, I feel for me, it was just really just finding that balance, slowing down sometimes, being able to just sit and just reflect. And I think having those healthy boundaries does help propel us. And everyone knows that I love quotes. So we're going to end the last question with a quote. I want you to just kind of think about the quote that I'm about to read, how it reads to you personally, and what lessons do you think we learn from this quote? And it's simply this: our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to just try one more time. Thomas Edison.
Yep, and there's that lesson factor again. get up, dust ourselves off, try again. Because one thing that we know is when we start over, we're not starting from that place that we were before. We moved a little further down the road,
Yeah.
got some more tools in our toolbox, and now dusting ourselves off to not give up and just try again. And so there's definitely power in not giving up.
I remember this one quote I just recently read. It says, "Courage is not always a roar." I thought that was interesting. Sometimes it's just at the end of the day, just saying, "I'll try again tomorrow." So
Mhm.
so Revive Ministries is having a giveaway. This month we're really grateful for all the support, everyone, all those who listen, everyone. It's just been an incredible journey. If I was just like, I knew some of them were. It was a learning curve. I didn't know COVID-19 was happening. October was when my first episode. That end October
Wow.
2019. Now here we are, 100 episodes,
So,
March. So it was a journey. So, Temika, could you read this question for those? It's going to be on right here. It says this. Could you read this?
sure. What was Revive Ministries' very first physical event?
This is
I
going to
guess,
be kind of difficult, and like well, it's going to be at the end of the video. This video, all these videos will explain what to do, but you could find it, like, there's a lot of different platforms of Revive Ministries, so you'll find some of these things. And on the 31st of March is when we're receiving the questions into the email, which I'll be sharing right here. This email is info@reviveministriesfl.com. You send it. I'm trying to be, because I know I have listeners in Asia and stuff, so I'm trying to. So it's 1 a.m. I guess it'll open up 1 a.m.
okay.
Eastern time, so everyone has a fair share, hopefully. So
Right.
with that being said, again, thank you, Temika, just for
Thank you.
being a support all along, from the beginning, from the ground up, and through this podcast journey that I'm doing. I love it. I love sharing and talking to all various people. So again,
Thank you
thank
for having me, Robbie. Your story is one of my favorite stories. We got to print this story one day.
you. Yes. All right. This is goodbye from Revive Ministries. Check out all these videos throughout the month on Sundays. Till next time. Thanks for listening. Hi, this is Revive Ministries. A little information on the giveaway. At the end of this episode you just watched, there was a question, and by the end of the month you should have 4 questions. And on the 31st at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can submit your answers to info
at reviveministriesfl.com. The first one with 4 correct answers will get a prize. And as we get closer to that time, we will give you more information on the prizes. But I just want to make note of the date. So if this is the beginning, the first Sunday of March, you cannot submit your answers until the very end of March 31st. But I'm excited. It's 100 episodes, and I couldn't do it without your support and all you who are listening. So thank you. And I plan on continuing on and crossing other milestones in the future. If you are listening and you want to reach out and know more about Revive Ministries, you can always go to the website if you haven't already. But like we say, stay safe, and thanks for listening.